So enigmatic and charismatic, gotta live static, gotta get at it, never pragmatic, cause we live tragic. I can't live average, to be alive's magic. Turn it up in the back cause I'm grabbing everything I want, get in my way and I'm stabbing. I'll be moving crowds till I'm 6 feet napping. They need another fix, hooked on like an addict. I got my eyes on the prize and it's changing lives. I wanna live till I die, make a difference, right? I wanna give those in need a reason to fight. I wanna live every day like it's my last night. I wanna change how we play the game, rearrange all the pieces till they say my name, push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna 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 start a revolution. I'm on top now, I'll be kissing babies. Call me out, president, boss tool, hate me. I'ma trust my gut, you don't faze me. I'ma get my blood, don't save me. Damn it, never enough, still chasing every single dream that I've had since I was 18. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution.
Breaking news out of Placer County. 16-year-old Kiely Rodni.
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 Kiely Rodni is
Kiely Rodni.
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 Kylie 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 Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie
Kylie Rodni.
Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni. Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie
Kiely
Rodni.
Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
Kiely Rodni.
Kylie Rodni.
I'm going to play this one more time. Pay attention.
as far as the whole suspicious thing. When I found that vehicle on sonar, it stood out like a sore thumb. It was in plain sight. And so part of what was suspicious to me is like, how is it possible that I just found something that stands out like a sore thumb when they've already scoured this lake for many, many hours with dive teams, apparently sonar and whatnot, and they didn't find her? So part of in my brain is what makes that suspicious is we still don't know. Is there not a possibility that once it was searched and cleared, that then the vehicle was put in the water? I'm just,
and that's not to add speculation, but it's just kind of crazy how they would have missed it. Now, the other side of this is that, you know, the water level went down a little bit, like a couple feet, since they had searched it. So maybe that's why we could see.
What's good, Squirrel Squad? How's it going, fam? How's everybody doing tonight? I was not planning on doing a live tonight. I was going to take tonight off and then just power through a Thursday and a Friday. And then I thought about me not doing shirts today because I had to do like actual work stuff to make money to pay my bills. So that took most of my day. And then by the time I got home and I was looking at shirts, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do a live tonight. We're look, I have an influx of between people in Discord being like, look, you need to relook at this video. Hey, there is this new video. I feel that it's smarter for me to just do a live tonight and then kind of play by ear tomorrow, depending on how tomorrow goes. Because I know most of my day tomorrow is going to be me slinging ink on 30 shirts. So with that said, how is everybody doing tonight? Zombie Girl, glad to see you here. Thunder Horse, thank you for being here. Cotton Candy Boobs Girl, look, mad props to her. There's so many people out there that have spoken on Kiely. Every chance that they get outside of cases that they're already focused on, they do try to keep Kiely out there. And I commend people that just will not let up on this. It doesn't make any sense. It's just the cognitive dissonance in this case is why I can't let it go. Okay. Their evidence with their stories, with what is, none of it goes together. None of it goes together. And I'm just trying to make sense of it for Kiely, for her story, for her truth. If in the process we can get absolute justice for her, I would love that for her. Absolutely love that for her. I know there's people paying attention to her case, doing some digging in the background. All I can do is keep piecing things together, putting it out there, or just keep rehashing shit till we all have an aha moment like we did yesterday's live. I wasn't expecting all that. I had a lot of aha moments. And then people keep emailing me, which please don't stop. Thank you all that do continue to email me. Holy shit, Mom First, thank you. Ara, thank you. Thank you. You girls are blessings. Thank you so much. Both of you. Look, 6 new members. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. But I feel it's smarter for me to keep up on what's new being sent in and is catching my attention. Same with Discord. Discord's still active. The private Discord, the public Discord, both still very heavily active. There's one person in general that has been dropping so many videos that, like, it's so much. It's so much. I never realized there was this much to Kiely's case. I did not realize that it is literally a cover-up of a cover-up. But it is. And we need to talk about it, y'all. If anybody would like to come up on panel tonight, you know you're more than welcome to. I will drop the invite link down in chat. And with that said, we're just going to go through some videos. The first 2 I do believe are 2 new ones. One will be from Illuminated Mind. I played Duty Ron's, which I'm really glad he put that short out there. Just my opinion. Fucking mad shout outs to you. We're going to play one of your videos tonight. Just My Opinion now has a YouTube channel. I will be dropping a link to that. I know a lot of people already have links to Illuminated Mind, but I'm still going to share the links right now. This is for Illuminated Mind. This next link will be to Just My Opinion. I still have to thumb up all these videos. Like, I started watching them. I was like, you know what? I might as well just do it live. Might as well do it in real time with everybody. There's a timestamp I have. Uh-oh. Hold up. Ooh, let me share. Hold on. Copy. Hold on, let me pause this. It's playing in the background. Because if y'all remember, Callie Ross played, I mean, damn, Ara, stop, girl. Thank you. Ara just gifted 5 more. Holy shit. Damn, thank you. I appreciate it. The Callie Ross, the picture of her and the friend, and the one friend that's fucking wasted beyond belief. The other chick's kind of holding her up. People were trying to say that that was Sammy and Kylie, and it's not. Callie came forward, but something that Illuminated Mind points out is why would DHS, that's Department of Homeland Security, why would they want to interview Callie for this party photo? I understand that it's out of state, so Department of Homeland Security would get involved in something like that. But it's just odd that it wound up not even ever happening, which is also odd. Anyway, we're going to go over that right now. Miss Ara, you going night-night? I love you, baby. Have a great night. Thank you. I appreciate you. I can't wait to see what you come up with next. It's all good, Jamie. Thank you for being here, honey. Hope you have a great night, too. Do you happen to know the name of the Homeland Security person that talked to her? I don't have a name. I don't think so. We're going to find out. Do you? Okay. So you probably remember this photo that surfaced early on in the case. It's from August 6th. And the controversy Ryan Upchurch started claiming Callie was Kylie. And I remember that. I mean, he asked a lot of really good questions because these kids be looking alike. Callie wrote to Moonshine Inc. after Kylie was found about dangers of social media and what happened when people thought the photo was taken from the party. Look, I think a lot of distractions were put out there. I think a lot of pictures and a lot of stuff was inserted in the media to keep you distracted with that. Meanwhile, you ain't paying attention to where Sammy's all going, who she's all talking to, and all these community meetings. I think all this was, yeah. There's dangers in social media. Sure is. The media knows how to manipulate us. Is this playing? Yeah, it is. Y'all remember this article? Okay, and it says, on the night that Kylie disappeared, I had been attending a party an hour away in Nevada. I called and told the deputy that I hadn't been at the party and that I was sorry I couldn't help more. So we'll just go through all this. And it's crazy to me, all these people that claim that they knew Kylie, none of them searched for her. None of these people show up on CalTopo. Not any of Kylie's friends, which is really odd. You know what I mean? You're promoting this app, yet you don't show up on this app as searching for her, which makes no sense to me either. Yeah, Sammy said come to her. Yeah. What got Illuminated Mind's attention was the fact that DHS, I think it says, yeah, DHS wanted to talk to her. Okay, and it says, on the night Kylie disappeared, I had been attending a party an hour away in Nevada. I had posted a picture of my friends and me on a photo sharing app called VSCO and thought nothing more of it. That is until a few days after Kylie disappeared when my mom showed me a Reddit feed. Later, Mom checked in with me again, calling to say Homeland Security was just at our house. I told them you weren't at the party, but they are looking for anything at this point. It's just really odd that they're trying to find all this information and ain't nobody telling them nothing about nothing. Yeah, Miss Ara just donated 10 memberships. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Bex did too. Holy shit, y'all. No, it says you and. Wait, I'm confused. It says Bex gifted 10. it says that Mom First is a new member, and then it says that you gifted 5 times 2 memberships. Bex and Ara both. So that's 20 memberships. 21 technically. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you girls so much. I told them you weren't at the party, but they are looking for anything at this point, and they saw the picture of you and your friends at a party, which is really odd. You know what I mean? It's like somebody reported it, you know? Shocked, I hung up the phone and a text message from my boss appeared. A sheriff's deputy had reached out to her asking me to call him. That's really crazy that the sheriff's deputy got a hold of her work and everything. The sheriff's deputy should not be going to her work to get in contact with her. You go to their house. You call their phone. That's a weird-ass place. It sounds like some Megan-ass shit. Where did they get their training from? I called and told the deputy that I hadn't been at the party and that I was sorry that I couldn't help more. I couldn't believe one photo could get so misconstrued. Look, here's the thing. If your town would just tell the truth, shit wouldn't get misconstrued. Things get misconstrued because the information is being withheld. It's being redacted. It's being hidden behind laws and FOIAs and all of these things. If y'all have a problem with people asking about, you know, where you were at, this, that, and everything else, just tell other people. Tell the truth. If you were at the party, tell the truth for Kiely. It's as simple as that. I want Zanime to tell the truth. I want Ronnie to tell the truth. I want SF to check it. All of those friends that were at the party. I think I read all this. See, so DHS wanted to talk to her, but then campground visitors were interviewed by the FBI, which I have that document. Actually, I have this tab opened up where the FBI agents, which it really doesn't make sense, y'all. Okay, so you have a campground with Lakeside, Prosser Family Campground, and Prosser Group. There's like 100 campsites. Okay, and it seems like every person that wasn't a local, you're gonna get burned, that came forward, they seem to either get debunked or silenced real fucking quick. You know what I mean? Like, you're telling me out of 100 people, only Jennifer and David and a Latino party came forward, okay, a Hispanic party. And now we're told, which I have never seen this evidence, that the Hispanic party didn't even happen on that day. I'm trying to find that information because I won't put anything out as fact or debunked if I can't. I haven't looked into it. If anybody knows any information on what date the actual Hispanic party happened, you have any documentation from people that were at that party that claimed that, no, I was there, it was a completely different day, I would like to look into that. It just seems like there was a whole lot of people at that party, and you're telling me only one person came forward and said, yeah, that's a different part. Just don't make no sense to me. See what I'm saying? The distractions, don't look here, to keep you away from the things that you should be looking at. And how Zanime knows about that Hispanic party and got all that footage. And it's just odd. Like, you're telling me Zanime was so bored while being in her Bay apartment that she was like, I'm going to get on Snapchat and put Truckee in and see who's having a party there. No, Miss Lady, you lie way too much and backpedal just like everybody else has. And then it's really odd that, okay, DHS wanted to talk to her. Those people got interviewed by the FBI. And then the sheriff deputies who she wound up talking to. I mean, because she wasn't at the party, but still. Hey, here it is. Yeah, I have the whole context of this, which, I mean, I should pause this right here. I'm going to open this tab up while I have it open. Is it possibly this tab? Or did I close it? Let me see. This might be it. I'm so sorry. I have so many. Yep, this is it. So I don't use Instagram much anymore if I know the handles of people or the hashtag that I'm looking for, because Instagram implicated this new thing where you're only seeing the top post. So if it's not popular, if it ain't getting all the views right now, you're not going to see it. Whereas this, when you search something, you get it all. There's nothing filtered. There's no censorship, none of that. The address to this is Picky. I don't know. I just dropped the link to this website down in chat too, if you guys want to use this. And then the same with Twitter or X. If you want to go back in time, because a lot of people like to wipe their shit, if you use knitter.net, that's NITTER.net, use that, use their @ handle in there. You can search through their entire archive of. See, this is really odd to me. Which leads me to believe that if more campers didn't come forward, then that means that teens and their parents rented these lots for their kids. And it's really also odd that every single last ping location that is documented for Kiely's last known whereabouts, where her phone actually pinged, was at Prosser Family Campground, which is the campground. And then you got the FBI asking campers, because here's the thing, okay? If Sanctuary Party was really just over there, which remember Megan told us they were going to 3 different spots. And if you listen to all the kids on where they pulled up when they came to this party, they stopped right there at the road. See, they didn't even go down the dirt. And if you're talking about the road, only 2 things is going on there at that road. It's either the campground, Prosser Family Group, or the boat ramp. And then you loop back around down towards Lakeside. So if the majority of the kids parked right there at that intersection, then that means they were parked at the little 2 pull-offs at Prosser Family Campground. Puppy, not right now. No. Nope. Turn your little butt around. Go. Every time I go live, she thinks she's getting treats. And then this is David and Jennifer Napove. I'm just going to flip through the pictures after I read what's here. This way you guys get the context of all of these pictures and how they really go together. I already have these documented, but I'm glad that I found the original from this post. And I'm going to show you something else, because it seems shit just ain't changed. Okay. The FBI came knocking at our door on Tuesday morning, asking for any information we may have about the missing 16-year-old Kiely. The high school party she attended on Friday night was literally a half mile from our campsite, picture 3, okay? We told them that we only saw a train of cars going to the party at 9:30 p.m. and another large group of cars leaving the party at 12:30 a.m. A mass exodus right before 12:33 when the phone gets turned off. That's odd, right? Our campground is ground zero for the search and rescue efforts. Yesterday, the sheriff brought out a boat. So that would be, I don't know what the date is on these. I have it. I have it documented what the date is of this. I can't remember what day they went out. It might be documented here. If not, I have it documented in the save on my computer. Yesterday, the sheriff brought out a boat to search the reservoir we are staying at. This is so scary and so real. As daily we see and hear helicopters flying all over the Truckee area, posters on every business storefront, and search parties and law enforcement everywhere. Our thoughts and well wishes go out to all of her friends and family, and hope she is found soon, safe and unharmed. Okay? So, I mean, shoot. Look, if I was camping out somewhere and the FBI was right on the side of the shirt, had their badges out, wanted to talk, what the fuck's going on here? Look, I'm sorry. If I'm staying, well, no, because you can't leave. That's the thing, is I don't think these people, until questioning is done, because at this point, everybody's a suspect. Everybody should have been a suspect. Not running the whole entire investigation. Like, everybody's a suspect. That was at Prosser Family Campground on August 5th going into the 6th. Everybody's a suspect till you can check them off. Ooh, I'm missing something in chat. Yeah, the black box hasn't been confirmed. I have gotten some information, plus that prematurely inserted video. I have that saved as well. Like, I documented everything I could once it really got my attention. But look, if someone in badges rolled up in my shit, yeah, I'd be taking pictures of them too, just to document it. I want to try to see what this dude's name is. And this is the woman that's seen interviewing Mags and Sammy. I'd like to know her name. See, and then this flyer says last seen August 6th between 12:30 and 1 a.m. Is this the first lie that Sammy told? I don't know. Is this the truth? Because then another thing says 1:30. Why did times get changed? So here is the problem that I have. How did them here at Lakeside, okay, so this is picture 3, okay, the high school party she attended on Friday night was literally a half a mile from our campsite, and they put an X here. I wonder if they didn't drive around to see what the commotion was, and that's how they can confirm there was a party down here. But then, here's the thing, and this is the reason why I think they were taken, like, don't pay attention to anything that these campers that were actually here tell us. Because what these campers are telling us is the party was down at the water. Okay. X marks the spot. But not only that, well, then it furthermore proves that the fire cam footage is a lie. Right? There's no party of 100, 200, 300, 400. Okay. The party that we see is allegedly at Sanctuary to a little bit of lights, like not enough to even say there's 100 people there, which is odd to me. Yeah, how are you feeling, Miss G? Because I know you're at the end of your last live. Can you stop it? The end of your last live, I know you weren't feeling well. My dog thinks that every time I go live that I'm just going to funnel treats turn. I just can't keep doing it. Too many treats are bad. But yeah, it doesn't make sense unless they mistook themselves and the party, because the only thing that they're going to see is this side, unless they drove around. I should reach out to these people. There's a couple people that I'm going to be reaching out to. You know, what's the worst they could do? Ignore me, right? I think I'm going to reach out to either her or him. Because I would like some clarification. Like, did they maybe see a party in here and misspoke? Or did they drive around and that's how they knew the party was down here? Or is this where they saw the cars vanish off to? You see what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody should probably tell some truths. Clarification is everything. I don't understand how law enforcement is not being held accountable to clarify how they got to this accidental drowning. Hi, Alana. How you doing, honey? Yeah, I really need to look for the date on this, because this is letting you know that a current search and rescue effort is. I wonder if his anime put these flyers there. Damn, them are big, dude. I mean, are they pretending to search? Did they really search and just didn't release the information? Like, they have me, it's not even really confused. Like, I'm confused on how by law None of this information was talked about. Like 19,000 hours. I mean, where's all the documentation for it? Like, I hope who's paying you isn't taking your word for it. And if they are, I got questions for them then. Sacramento County. Sacramento is way the fuck up there with their boat. That's seriousness right there. Sacramento is in the water too, huh? I'm glad that's documented as well. Okay, so I'm just going to show you something because I was really interested in her videos that she was doing from Prosser Family Campground. And then I came across this picture and I don't care. But this goes to show that it's been at least 20 to 30 years that these parents have been openly promoting. You're not telling me that you don't know your kids. I mean, they're blatantly putting it out there that they're drinking and drugging. Blatantly putting out there. Shit, 20 years ago. This lady's having a fucking throwback from when she was 15 years old. That's a big vodka. That's a big rum. That's a wine. And that's a wine in her mouth. See what I'm saying? I'm not going to out who her name is. But it just goes to show that this has been an ongoing problem. Law enforcement is fully aware of it. How they're not patrolling shit. Like, you're telling me that they're having parties there every Friday night and they don't know to stop there unless their kids are the ones attending these parties, or they're turning a blind eye because they're paid extra to ignore it. I don't know. But it's a failure to these kids. Law enforcement is failing these kids by allowing and promoting their underage drinking and drugging. It's their fault that these kids continue to do it because there's no... They pick and choose who gets in trouble. Okay, we're going to continue. It was a local alert for locals. How soon did you get the alert? The same day? CB, was the alert put out on August 6th? Pretty sure it was, huh? By the evening of the 6th, locals had the alert that there was a missing Kiely Rodni. Oh, that apple juice was so good. My puppy's annoying me. She wants treats. I love her so much, but she's not getting it. No, you're not. We've had plenty today. Nope. No. Yeah, it's most definitely because the campground was federal land, and also because with the whole Department of Homeland Security, because Kiely was out of state. But yeah, the whole it being on federal property and the fact that there's no wrap up from the Fed, the FBI, nothing like that. I love you so much, but please go lay down. She knows how to manipulate me when I'm live. The investigation seems messy if different agencies are running around interviewing people, but let's hope someone was leading the investigation. Sammy was. Hi, Nova. I love you so much. Just chill out here, okay? Let's just chill. All right? You're not getting nothing, though. No, ma'am. Ew, I kissed her on the mouth, and she licked it. Yuck. Yeah. No. That Saturday night. So the following day. Yeah. So yeah. Miss Nova, turn your little butt around. We'll get on the couch.
There's been no sign of her for more than a week.
Okay.
Tonight, the search for 16-year-old Kiely Rodni is ramping up.
That's right. The Truckee.
I had this downloaded, but I'm glad somebody emailed me and was like, yo, on top of it being an interview that not many people play of Lindsay Rodni Neiman, why don't you go peep the comments? And boy, I'm glad I did. I'm going to show you all here in a minute after we listen to this.
Community also coming together, leaning on each other and supporting Kiely's family as her mother gives another emotional plea for answers. Here's NBC Bay Area's Alyssa Gord.
In Truckee, it was a day of music and much needed hope. As the search continues for any signs of Kiely Rodni, the 16-year-old who was last seen at a party at the Prosser family campground. Today's
sure
concert
did.
aimed to celebrate Kiely's love of music.
Well, MC would know super early in the morning because Sammy had to hurry up and get the word out, don't you know? The more you're looking everywhere else other than her, the better. Got to get her liaison out there, get her ready for YouTube. See, and this is Prosser Ranch. This is Prosser Ranch, the Prosser Ranch group.
Family campground. Today's concert aimed to celebrate Kiely's.
It's really odd to me that everybody that shows this, instead of showing you like a lot of the sanctuary, like they're showing you in the very beginning, Prosser Family Campground and Prosser Ranch Group. Odd. And it's not that it's really mistaken. I think that was just the last ping, because you don't see Lakeside. You don't see them shooting footage from Lakeside. It started out at Prosser Group, and then Sammy told us, oh, no, but it was at Sanctuary too. But we got campers that were there for a week that said, no, they were out by the water. So, I mean, which location was it? Because even the teens that came forward, they all told us different shit. Then finally, we got 3 different locations per Megan. And then another teen came forward and said, yeah, it was 3 different places we were parked. And it's like, wait, this is weird. But it just seems like none of the stories corroborate. Nothing. Cognitive dissonance.
His love of music. And to support her family, her mom, Lindsay, sent us this video.
That is so important to restore ourselves as we...
Wait, you're in the same... Wait a minute. Vehicle.
And to support her family, her mom, Lindsay, sent us this video.
That is so important to restore ourselves as we move forward in our unyielding search.
It's an extended cab pickup truck.
To bring my
Maybe
daughter
her
home.
dad's.
Neither Kiely.
Sorry, I talked over her. That was rude of me. Let me play it again.
And to support her family, her mom, Lindsay, sent us this video.
That is so important to restore ourselves as we move forward in our unyielding search and determination to bring my daughter home.
Neither.
Unyielding search and determination to bring my daughter home. Okay.
Our unyielding search and determination to bring my daughter home.
Neither Kiely, nor her car, nor her cell phone.
Well, that's crazy, CB, because Megan don't live too far from Herschdale. And she should have only received the same alert. But she got a notification from 2 different people that day before that alert would have been issued that there was an insane party and a girl went missing. And then I can only imagine what, her daughter's best friend, Sammy Smith, had to tell her to, get everybody to believe the lie, to go along with it.
Have been found. Investigators now tell us the last ping they got from her cell phone came at around 12:30 a.m. on August 6th, right near the water at Prosser Lake where the party
was. I'm going to pause this right here. This is perfect, okay? So, Jennifer and David were camping here. There's no way. You see what I'm saying here? See what I'm saying? There's no way that they would have seen from here up this hillside through all of these trees and then back down to see vehicles parked. Well, they had the X was right here. Unless they got in their car and drove down here. And I need to start getting clarification from people that are willing to talk. Otherwise, if they looked down and then they saw like it was a little peninsula and then the party would have been like here. So it's just kind of confusing. If they're saying they're here, there's no way, unless somebody told them to say, hey, a party was down here. There's no way. Like their math ain't mathing. See what I'm saying? Like, if they're parked here, how are they seeing cars over here? Hell, how are they seeing anything in here? They're not seeing anything over here. All they're seeing is a bunch of cars coming in and a bunch of cars leaving, which I'll give them that. But you can't put on a map where the party's happening unless you drive down there. See? Yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused. So I think it's just best if I just reach out to one of them or both of them, see which one wants to just give me a little insight on what they remember. I don't remember them saying the opposite side. No, I don't remember that ever. But I'll also admit I didn't catch every single little thing either. I'm still learning too, so.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement are increasing search efforts this weekend.
Unfortunately, there has been no fruitful lead.
And that's the thing, okay?
Increasing search efforts.
Do you see how low these aircraft are flying? Okay. Now imagine looking over Prosser. They're going to see a car in water.
This weekend.
Unfortunately, there has been no fruitful lead that has led us in a solid direction.
The FBI.
No fruitful lead? That's a weird way to say it there, Angela. Oh, are you, Anna? Okay. Okay. Wait, I'm confused. Hold on. Let me go back and chat. I wish some of y'all would just hop up on panel and have a little chit chat, even if you don't want to stay. Because it's so much easier for me to just talk over the audio. If anybody wants to come up on panel and just either ask a question, state something, or chill out here, you're more than welcome to. I don't know why they're unemotional, Peggy. I honestly don't know. It's kind of heartbreaking in itself. All right, let me just keep on reading some chat, and then I'll hit play on this. Exactly, Miss G. And it's the only meeting she went to. I don't see her name on a Caltapo or Altros either. But that's what's weird, is she was driving while Evan was walking alongside of her. It just sounds like she's pulling up to the fucking teen to teens, in my opinion. I don't think she was out searching for Kiely. Remember when she tried to say her vehicle got broken from driving out there? It's another exaggeration. Pictures or it didn't happen. You put everything else on YouTube. How about some truth? All right, what you talking about, Anna? Well, you could type it in chat. I'll read it. I don't know how any of them can't show emotion. The most emotion I saw was from Mags and the mom. Nova, please, come on now. I love you so much.
Local, state, and federal law enforcement are increasing search efforts this weekend.
Unfortunately, there has been no fruitful lead that has led us in a solid direction.
The FBI's forensic.
Steve Hernandez, who helps with private investigations of missing persons cases, thinks there is still hope for finding Kiely.
It doesn't concern me as an investigator that we're at a week, because, again, we don't get wrapped into... Oh,
you see how many investigators are involved? How many agencies are involved? And in 2 weeks, nobody found a car? And then all of a sudden, one magically appeared for AWP to find? And then you got an autopsy that don't match somebody drowning? Ooh, CB, I would love for you to come up here, girl. Yeah, 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. Go for it, girl.
At a week.
Charge that phone.
You know, we got to slow down.
Investigators in Kiely's case say they've only spoken to a fraction of the people at that party.
Yeah, a fraction. And she's the one on the screen.
I implore you,
Everything's being filtered through this one on the screen.
At that party, and are urging more to come forward.
I implore you, I beg of you to find the courage to step forward and to share a story, even if it's a hard thing to do. Please.
See that? This is a mom begging these kids that were at this party to tell the truth. And Sammy was the biggest liar to her. It's fucking sad.
Find the courage to step forward and to share a story, even if it's a hard thing to do. Please help me find my little girl.
See, yeah, all the people that want to rag on Lindsay, I can't.
It's not patrolled out there. So,
all right, y'all. I ain't never seen this video before. I ain't never heard this conversation before. But I have to give hats off to Just My Opinion. We're now at 83 subscribers. Y'all get them subs up at Just My Opinion, because I have a feeling that they're going to continue putting videos out. I'm going to share the link to this video, their channel. Please, 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 please go sub up, because I have a feeling good things are going to continue coming from this channel. And let's get it. This is a conversation, if I'm not mistaken, about the patrolling of Prosser and Boca and stuff. Yeah, you can do it from your phone. Just either make sure your phone has at least a 20% charge. I highly recommend just keeping it plugged in if you come up on panel. Even if you have your video turned off. It'll StreamYard itself depletes your battery.
yeah, it's not patrolled out there.
And the police, they're supposed to patrol it. Like I said, if they would have, and they're under contract, if they would have just be out here Fridays and Saturdays.
So the question is, which LE agency was meant to patrol it? Okay. And this person says, and they are contracted. They are bound by a legal document to patrol the area between 10 and 11 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays between 10 and 11.
Yeah, it's not patrolled out there.
And the police, they're supposed.
Sorry, Billy. I'm sorry you have a headache. I'll try to not yell. This shit just makes me passionate. It pisses me off that nobody's telling the truth for Kiely.
Yeah, it's not patrolled out there.
And the police, they're supposed to patrol it. Like I said, if they would have, and they're under contract, if they would have just be out here Fridays and Saturdays between 10 and 11, that would have never happened. Maybe happened someplace else, because I'm sure if these.
And if y'all think that I'm fibbing, they have specific patrols. They have patrol vans that go through for fires, like the fire vans that go through. They have local PD patrols that are supposed to go through Friday and Saturday by contract. Did they show up there between 10 and 11 and something was happening in that time frame? Because I have a lot of fucking questions. And it all goes back to law enforcement and Sammy Smith.
10 and 11, that would have never happened. Maybe happened someplace else. Because I'm sure if these kids are used to having their parties every Friday night, like they had been, they would have found another place. But that would have made.
Yeah, park rangers. They have park rangers that should go through there. They should have what are called their fire vans that go through there and they patrol to make sure nobody's having fires during non-burn seasons. And then you have Truckee PD or Nevada County, whatever, that should be patrolling these areas. Like they should be patrolled. Ooh, Miss W, what you doing, girl? How you doing, honey? How you doing, honey? It's good to see you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. The only thing you're gonna have to do is mute. Yeah, just mute your YouTube side. Yeah, just mute your YouTube side.
I don't know how to do that. Can everybody see me right now?
Yeah, everybody can see you. You want me to turn your camera off for you? You have an echo though.
I don't know how to do this. Sorry, guys.
You have an echo though. Okay, close your YouTube side. Close the YouTube app. She'll get it. She'll figure it out. She'll get it. You're muted, honey. You're muted. You're muted. There you go. There you go. All right.
Sorry. Just keep going.
All right. We're going to play this.
They would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
It might have Friday night, like they had been. they would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
See, these
kids are used
are
to having their
smart.
parties every Friday night,
Yeah,
like they had been. They would have found a house. Because
Sheesh, there's a lot of shit here. Okay, you hear what this dude's saying?
I'm sure if these kids are used to having their parties every Friday night,
These kids are used to having their party every Friday night.
yeah,
like they had been, they would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
yeah,
you know, and
definitely.
it might have either prevented it or prolonged it from happening.
Yeah. Well, I hear a lot of people say, why don't they just put signs out there? Water's at, there's no signs out here.
Wait a minute. It might have prevented it or prolonged it. If it was an accident, though, how would it have prolonged it? And what exactly is it? Look, one of my theories is I just have a feeling they kept her alive long enough to have the drugs leave her system or something. I don't know. The peas in the stomach, there's just... It's almost like she succumbed to the environment, the elements. Would explain the shrinking of her body, the size of her organs, like they were dehydrated. The peas in the stomach. The lack of alcohol or drugs.
Here.
I kind of want to hear that the whole way through. Not gonna lie. Let me see if I can boost this. Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
You know,
It's not patrolled out there.
and
so
the police, they're supposed to patrol it.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they would have, and they're under contract, if they would have just be out here Fridays and Saturdays between 10 and 11, that would have never happened. Maybe happened someplace else, because I'm sure if these kids are used to having their parties every Friday night,
Yeah.
like they had been, they would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
and it might have either prevented it or prolonged it from happening. You
Yeah.
know?
Who's
I hear a lot
coming
of
and
people say,
who's
why don't they just put
not?
signs out there? Water's
Hold
at, there's
the
no signs out here.
Never happened. Maybe happened someplace else, because I'm sure if these kids 11,
Yeah.
like I said, if they would have, and they're under contract, if they would have just be out here Fridays and Saturdays between 10 and 11, that would have never happened. Maybe happened someplace else, because I'm sure if these kids are used to having their parties every Friday night,
Yeah.
like they had been, they would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
and it might have either prevented it or prolonged it from happening. You know?
Because depending on the location of the party is going to depend on who would come. Having it at Prosser and then setting Mags up to get Kiely to the party after you guys had a argument over boba tea. I mean, it's an ideal place to have, you know, the outcast girl that doesn't go to school with any of y'all, except for Evan. Isn't it Evan? Yeah, Evan graduated from the same school as Kiely. Green outfit. Green gown.
They would have found another place, but that would have maybe changed the whole dynamics of who's coming and who's not.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
and it might have either prevented it or prolonged it from happening. You know?
Well, I hear a lot of people say, why don't they just put signs out there? Water's at, there's no signs out here.
Well, not only that, it almost, oops. Did I hit replay on this again? It almost sounds like these kids know where the cops are going to be too. I'm not too sure where Aiden graduated from, to be honest. What is going on, dude? Hold on. Everything is starting to lag again. And I've had way more tabs open than this.
Make sure she got home safe. She just left her there.
I want this video right here. All right, this video is 27 minutes long, but is well worth it if this shit will act right. Let me see if I got shit open. Running in the background that's making my shit run high tasks. Close and stuff.
Okay, I wanted to put this out because 4 days ago I dropped this on my TikTok, which is the only video on TikTok that I have. I connected Ryan Upchurch. I tagged him in it. I tagged.
Seems really low.
I sent this to the police department. I sent this to a lot of people. Dolly Vision, Betty, Bullhorn Betty, just a ton of people. Nobody wanted to pay attention to this.
I'm paying
So
attention.
now I'm making a video. This shows, and the video shows from my TikTok and my Telegram, that this
August
actual
7th.
video, this information was put together for. I had this since the 7th of this month, but we just wasn't sure. We've been working on this case.
Where's his audio keep going?
Put this video together, but I wanted to make sure, because if anybody knows me, I gotta have facts.
Me too. I like to have receipts.
This case could have been.
You can't hear?
That being said, God bless. Share this to everybody. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the notification button. And
you can't hear an audio on this? If you can hear an audio to this video, put a 1 in chat. If you can't, put a 2, so I know what to do. It doesn't say my audio disconnected, so. Anybody, somebody? You can hear it? Okay.
Everybody. God bless you guys. We'll talk to
you. See if I can turn it up. It won't turn up. Like.
All right. All right.
How about now?
Some sad news. Some sad news. We're live. We're live. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. We had a long night last night.
Loud enough now?
Back. It is August 21st, 2022. And we just receiving news. I was sound asleep. I had a long night last night. Wife wakes me up, says, hey, you might want to go live. You might want to talk about this. I said, talk about what's going on. Said, yeah, it just came out that they found Kiely. Kiely Rodni.
Look. And he wasn't heavily covering too many missing persons cases, okay? He really wasn't. And then his wife wakes him up. Susan Dodge wakes him up to make sure that he covers this case in the middle of the night? What? Woke him up in the middle of the night?
You might want to go live. You might want to talk about that. It is August 21st, 2022.
21st, okay.
And we just receiving news. I was sound asleep. I had a long night last night. Wife wakes me up, says, hey, you might want to go live. You might want to talk about this. I said, talk about what's going on. He said, yeah, it just came out that they found Kiely. Kiely Rodni.
All right, bro. So then that means it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon when she woke you up. You must have had a real rough night, huh?
Yeah. What we're understanding,
it's probably because he's out driving around, fucking doing his weird ass shit in the middle of the night.
They're saying that they found her in the water. It's kind of a sad ending. It really is. I mean, it's not the ending we wanted. We've talked about this as a possibility. You know, it's
seems overly excited to talk about a deceased or missing child. It's weird, right? The only thing I get excited about is my music that pumps me up. And then once, like, the say her name comes on, dude, like, no, people are way too excited over a missing or deceased child.
You know, it's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Remember when he was like, I'm into pedophilia, I mean necrophilia? Either which way, bro, that's gross. That's gross.
Disturbing. Sad. I want to thank everybody for being here.
I don't know if that's his way of saying that his wife's a dead layer or what, but gross, bro.
I want to thank everybody for being here.
Gross.
Bad deal today. We're gonna take a look at some things. Take a look at some.
Yeah, he really don't do too much shit on YouTube, does he, Turquoise?
News. Suzanne Gordon's in the house. Thank you for being here, Suzanne Gordon. Hit that like, subscribe by Keeks. Yes, I want to thank you for being here. Gordon, hit that like, subscribe by Keeks. Yes, I want to thank you for being here. We did it all nighter. We had Ryan Upchurch with us last night. We talked about this.
Because Angel, they have an office where you purchase the You can either go to an office or you can order online to get your validation spots. And then I think you just print your things out so that you can claim your spot. But that's the thing, is people are going to come check to make sure people are at the right spots. You know what I mean? That place don't go unpatrolled. You're not telling me that it goes unpatrolled. Craney, what you doing? You can get your ass up here if you like.
How we were being misled. Talked about the Instagram post and all that stuff, but
you're
that's what I want to talk about right at the moment. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the news, see what's going on. So I want to thank everybody for being here. Yeah, sad news. Sad news. Found it.
If it's sad news,
Lake.
why you sound so excited?
Okay, this would be their Prosser campground. Okay, so
there's Prosser campground and the Prosser Ranch Group.
Lakes over here.
Which is where 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 went.
This is Alder Creek.
There she is. Over at the boat ramp.
Take a look here. Okay, so right in this area here. Okay, that would be the Prosser Creek Reservoir. Okay. So she was probably found okay, Prosser Creek Ranch. Okay. The panel and see what your thoughts are. We'll build the panel. Thank you all for being here. Please be respectful.
All right. I think y'all gonna figure it out with this right here.
I want to thank you guys and girls for being here. Some of you were probably here last night. Now let's talk about this. What do you guys and girls think? Kiely Rodni found
the video would be played, and here I am.
14 feet, not 14 feet underwater, body inside the vehicle.
First and foremost, I think it's very sad.
Yeah, it is. I agree with that. Yeah, Aaron, I agree with you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Me and Ninja have known this for it's been like a year. But y'all will put 2 and 2 together here on your own.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for being here, Stony Stone Black Bolt News.
Good to see everybody. Real quick, let me just throw this out. So like on the 7th, when this early in the game when this started happening, me and my son was sitting here on my couch and we were kind of hunting around thinking, you know, this is a good possibility that she can't be that far off. So we started hunting. We used sonar, satellite imagery, and I put out a video about 4 days ago.
And before any crazy people go on, oh, there's the proof that he was at Prosser party. No, absolutely not. He just knows about their way of life, and that's why he left it. That's why he has been a bum for 6 fucking years.
Just wasn't positive. I dropped it to Dolly Vision and Bullhorn Betty, a few different people. And I was talking to them about it. They all overlooked it, dropped it to Ryan. He overlooked it. The police department.
He's the only one to have balls to
exact coordination
out it.
Of where this car is right now, where they found this car. They found it like the 7th and put it out 4 days ago on my TikTok. And they're just still images of this. But like common sense, he couldn't have been that far away from there. Nobody seen her. Everybody was seeing her drive away.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It's weird how people.
It is weird.
Look this
kind of very weird. It's suspicious.
Yes.
Hey, Tony, I've been following AWP since the beginning, and it's not suspicious to me, and it's not weird to me. Because they find so many missing people by a cell phone ping near the water, and their car is missing with them. As soon as I heard there was a cell phone ping by the water's edge, and she was missing with her car, I knew in my heart she was in that water.
Yeah.
It's not hard to miss a vehicle in the water. Law enforcement does not have the specialty. They do not have the equipment to find cars. AWP has gone over areas and they have missed cars. And then they have gone back and they have found it. And poor Jared has beat himself up over it because how did I miss it the first time? It's not hard to miss. And people are like, oh, it's planted. And it's not. I believe she has been there from the beginning.
Oh, I believe that, dude. I'm not saying that it was planted, but it's awesome.
That's his picture from 𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚, isn't it? Hey. Yo.
Suspicious to me that they had coordinates from where the cell phone had pinged but they didn't do a radius of like within
Craig,
a half
get
a
up
mile
here.
from
Because they're not trained, they're not specialists, and
Exactly.
they don't find cars in water, so they don't look for that, you guys.
Well,
It's, you know, that's all it is for me, because I've seen them recover time and
Yeah.
time again, and they always find
I mean,
the same
it's very.
Absolutely.
It's. I think it's very possible that they just overlooked it, but you know, it's kind of concerning when this happens because you.
Turquoise, what they don't want you to know is they searched 25 feet and out to 60 feet. That's what they're trying to make you be distracted just with that 25 feet. They searched out far enough.
You're like, you know.
Not only that, that their boats and their divers search out far enough. Their air patrol, both helicopter and airplane, searched plenty enough.
I mean, Adventures with Purpose is an amazing. It's an amazing group of guys. Yeah, they absolutely they are awesome. I agree completely.
So my hat's off to them. And if there is anything suspicious, it is how the car ended up in the water.
People that personally went there and spoke to people that were getting ready to put boats and divers in the water, said they were told to search out 60 feet. That's why if you look at the ropes, those aren't 25-foot ropes. Those are more like 50, 60, 75 feet ropes. I'd say 75 to 100-foot ropes. They're lying to us about what they searched. How far out they searched to cover up the fact that there possibly wasn't a car there yet. They're covering something. They're covering up a cover-up.
Hats off to them. And if there is anything suspicious, it is how the car ended up in the water. That's where I'm.
That was the 15th, CB.
Yeah, that's where I think we're going.
You're talking about the family that's driving in their vehicle, and there's a little boy that says that he sees a car in the water. That was on the 15th.
With this is like, if
Cool.
how did the car get?
Here's the thing: is at this point, I don't know who all to trust, because you don't know if somebody doesn't give somebody a line to insert that into the narrative. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not very many people that came forward, and the people that did seemed like they were driving a fucking narrative, you know?
In the water.
Yeah.
That's
all right,
that's
Tony.
probably,
Thank you.
I think we're going.
That's where I'm like.
I think that
is suspicious.
Yeah, that's where I think we're going with this. Is like, if how did the car get in the water?
Yeah.
That's
all right,
that's
Tony.
probably,
Thank
Drive
you.
it in there.
Yeah, and not only did they drive from the shoreline at the boat ramp to Kiely's Point, but what I'm saying is, like, divers were in the water from Oil Pan to Kiely's Point. They had ROV that there's no limitations on where that ROV goes. The airplanes, the helicopters, all of those things. FMX, that's his ass.
Yeah, I mean, there's a possibility.
Well,
That's where the speculation.
He's showing his tramp stamp.
Everybody's going to start giving their own theories on it.
all right,
believe
hold on.
the area
Let's
that
let
they
Kay
just
talk.
found
Okay.
her,
It sounds planned.
I
Peggy.
believe
Sorry, Kay.
they just found her had already been searched. So, three big things. One, they're going to be able to tell how long this
For
car
real,
has
drift
been
away.
under the water.
That one fucking boat that's sitting right there at the peninsula. Yeah. I wonder if they're anchored in, you know, yeah. Like there's no way. There's no way. All of them missed a car. It was either there and they don't want to admit that they set somebody else up for the fall. I don't fucking know. But it sounds a whole lot like the car wasn't there yet, is what it sounds like.
Yep.
They're going to be able to tell if she drowned, because
Wait
if
till I
there's no
focus
water
on
in her lungs,
debunking these fire cams.
she did not drown.
Yep.
Right.
3, Sammy has admitted on your live, I believe, that she was the last person to see Kiely alive.
Show enough.
See, there's something about cars, you guys. When they go in the water, there's not silt built up on them, and the sonar looks for objects that have silt that they.
Okay, so explain this, Miss Lady, okay? If there's not silt built up on it, why is there so much sand and debris and shit blown into the windows then? because that is not just from settlement. That is not from fish going in and out of there. It looks like foot traffic, or somebody blew that shit in there to make it look like the car was there longer than it really was. That's my opinion.
It can, and with the new car,
because all the sediment that's going through the windows there and all over everything else, but it's not on the lips of anything else of the vehicle, like the back of the vehicle and stuff like that. It seems set up.
Objects that have silt that they can, and with the new car, the sonar will just reflect off of it.
Yep.
So unless you see a flash, you're not.
There's like no silt, no nothing on any of the items that are in the car. Yet you can see like 2 inches of sand and debris piled up on the inside of the car, which is very odd. Because if that's from settling, like the first place it's going to be is on the back of the car where the underside of the hood latch is, where the camera is. That is going to have like even 1/8 of an inch of sediment. You know what I mean? Sediment from the car flipping and settling. From when it hits the ground, it's going to kick up a cloud of fucking dirt that's not just going to go in the fucking windows. You see what I'm saying? It's going to cause sediment on the lips of everything.
Not going to see anything.
It's got really murky because the pictures that I have are not shiny car.
Way better shit than drones.
It's literally the bottom.
Plus, there was hella drones there.
Of that lake has to be very murky because if you've seen the
It
video,
looked murky to me.
I kept looking at my kid and I was like, look, he's like, Dad, I think this is a car. Does it look like a car? I'm like,
yo, he was the one with the kid there. Oh shit.
Very murky because if you've seen the video, I kept looking at my kid and I was like, look, he's like, Dad, I think this is a car. Does it look like a car? I'm like, it does, but it don't look like it's right side up. It looks like it's upside down. And in these images, I can show them to you if you want to look them up. And I don't like to self-promote, Tony, but I mean, I can't get nobody to listen to it. We had it 4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days ago. And we had it longer than that, but we wasn't sure.
Wow.
And then we just did our research, blew it up.
So that would have been the 15th.
Image over and over. And it is a car upside down.
So this is when he was doing the satellite through that SOAR thingy, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's the big question is how did what happened? I mean, did she fall asleep? Did she black out? Was it foul play? I mean, what we found out the way
4 days ago. So wait, 21st, 20th, 19th, 18th, 17th.
It looks like she ran out of road, and she launched off
supposedly at a senior farewell party.
Did he say it looked like she ran out of road and went aerial? Okay, all right. Craney, if you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome to, honey. I'll drop the link in here. Yeah. 4 days minus 21 is 17th. No, I don't think it's from the 7th.
I'm still going to go with my original rabbit hole theory. I believe that she was drugged and she ended up overdosing. And I believe that 2 people had to cover themselves up. The person that spiked the drink and then the drug dealer themselves. And I believe those are the 2 people that wanted to cover the car up. And I believe that they put Kiely in the car and then the car is in drive. Right. And I believe they put her in the driver's seat, and then they probably either put a rock on the gas pedal, or they just,
Told y'all I've been following him from the beginning.
Sit it in a situation to where a lot of the body weight is going to be on that right foot, and then they just let her rip. Because for the vehicle to be 14 feet of water.
Neutral too.
you have to realize that hitting a body of water in a vehicle, once it hits it, it's like hitting a brick wall. So you have to build up enough inertia, enough speed and momentum in order to get yourself even out far enough.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, California has a drought. So that water level isn't as high as it looks on some of those Google Maps. Those images are about a year old on some of those Google images. So you're not really...
Hold on, guys. Let me say, I want to give a shout out to Hillbilly Lives Matter. He's saying, Hillbilly Lives Matter. Where is the link to join the panel? I have some information. We'll take some turns here. We'll spend some time with this group, and then I'll switch you all out. We'll bring on some new folks in.
But yeah, I think the drug dealer was there.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, it would be really easy for people to put the windows down on the car, put a fucking brick on the thingy, and let it rip from the top of the hill, because y'all have to think the damage is done to the fog light and the whole trim around it. That's ripped off, like completely ripped off. And if, like, what I don't understand is Sammy saying look for parts for cars. Here's the thing. Did somebody find a fog light or anything floating in the water and clean that up? Why did people go back the next day to clean up? It's odd to me. I'm gonna listen to FMX Star.
We'll bring on some new folks in.
But yeah, I think the drug dealer was there and he's covering his ass, and I think the person that spiked Kylie's drink is covering their ass.
Absolutely.
And this is the cover up.
Take your names to jail.
The person that spikes Kylie's drink is covering their ass.
No, I don't think the bump's red herring.
And this is the cover up, and they threw Kylie in the driver's seat, and they put the car in drive to make the situation look like she was driving drunk.
Well, she was responsible for it.
That's a far fetch, though. I mean, that's a far reach, in my opinion.
No,
but
it's not.
it's
really not.
Somebody chucked it.
To them spills in the back chat room, if you want to look at them.
See,
but don't play the audio.
That's how you easily blame the dead girl.
Because that's the only audio I could get on a real
She did it to herself with no water in her lungs.
So just kind of mute it and just show the images if you want.
Well, I mean, it's concerning that she could have been drugged or something. We don't know. I mean, it's definitely a possibility.
Well, that's what's crazy is the autopsy is trying to say that she was unrecognizable. However, the detective and other people identified her, okay? And then on top of it, you have AWP that says she was recognizable. Not only does Doug say it, Carson says it, and I'm sure anybody that watched the videos unblurred can say she was recognizable. So make that make sense.
Possibility.
Yep.
I heard that, Tasha.
Could be a possibility.
Hey, Tony, can you put me backstage real quick while I watch this?
Sure. Go. You want to get out? Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put you backstage. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to go backstage while I watch this.
I mean, it's just kind of mind blowing.
And this motherfucker's name is Trinity Willie Squad. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, Turquoise. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I just want to go backstage while I watch this.
I think what it was is she had to say that they were sharing from the same cup. That way, if there were solo cups found that, Sammy might have handed to Kylie, that both of their fingerprints could have been on it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'll put you backstage. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to go backstage while I watch this.
I mean, it's just kind of mind blowing. And one of the pictures got switched in the upload, but you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see the upload video. It's only like 30-something seconds long.
Yeah, I mean, it's concerning. I think that the police department or these federal agencies can't find a vehicle that's 14 feet down.
Yes,
they have a lot of money. They should be able to have finances. Like, they should have radar detection, all this.
Do you know what these motherfuckers find in the fucking ocean? Do you know what they find in places like Lake Tahoe? And you're telling me they can't see through 14 feet of water? Come on. The visibility was not that bad. It was murked up from them going in and muddying the waters.
This thermal.
Like I said, depending on how long that car's been under there is going to play a huge factor.
20,000 man hours, though?
It showed up 15'8". 15'8".
Right.
Hey, Tony, I just wanted to say
that car's been there since the night of the party.
Okay, hold on, guys. We're
Tony,
talking. Let Romeo go ahead. Go ahead, Romeo.
So I wanted to say, because of what that lady that was talking to up church, rolling her eyes at church. I'm gonna be honest. I know.
Wait a minute.
Before
Romeo was that one dude that was up on my panel recently, like 2-3 months ago. I recognize that face.
anybody else, Upchurch was snooping around, digging deep into the situation. Tony, you know, as supposedly you're a journalist, if you can think like a journalist,
he's
which
not
is
a
not very hard to do, not rocket science, you could figure out what was going on. And it seemed like Upchurch had more of an idea. The car was found, everything was found. None of this makes sense.
I got a really good eye, huh, Bex? I notice everything.
Sure. So
well,
how does Xanax May know half of the stuff in the shit she knows? When Upchurch were calling her out, she left. But you're sitting there talking shit, Tony, about Upchurch. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. And
yeah, I can't remember if he was that E-Curb, Bruce, or if he was Team Upchurch, but he was one of them guys that came up on panel.
Say, no, you weren't talking shit.
I remember
you were talking shit about Upchurch, which you do owe church an apology. And a lot of us Creeker squads know.
I don't know you guys apology. I don't know you apology. Rain, I want to thank for the super chat. If she's been there all along, why was there no oil on top of the water? That's a good question. We talked about the oil sheen? Why was there no?
I don't know if Tony got played or if he was a player.
I'm sorry. There would have been some kind of proof of
oil
her.
leak or something.
I don't know if they set him up for failure. I don't know what happened there. He's creeped though. That's all I know. He gives me the creeps.
Yeah, exactly. You know, rainbow colors. You know what oil looks like.
Can you guys go back and check the weather? Because I was informed that it rained. So if it rained some point between now and when the party happened, then the top water would have been washed away, possibly on the shore.
Right.
Like, but the thing of it is like if her car was upside down for 2 fucking weeks, there should have been an oil slick or some type of rainbow. There should have been something.
Well, even
so that would take care of the little thin layer of oil, because the oil will go to the top layer, and then if there came a rainstorm, which I told that there was, and that would have washed out the top layer of the water.
Correct.
Exactly.
Well, even then, the oil may not even leak out. If the car doesn't
That's
have an
what I'm
oil
saying.
leak, then there's not gonna be any oil sheen. There may be oil in the water.
Correct.
Or water in the oil of the motor, but that does not mean it was escaping the car.
Correct.
And then there's the next problem I have is if there is water in the transmission, motor, whatever, there's no way your engine would have locked. There's no way that they got that car into neutral. So how did they pull the car in reverse and the wheels freely flow? How did they turn the steering wheel? Like how I would just make it make some sense.
Correct.
Or water in the oil of the motor, but that does not mean it was escaping the car.
Correct. No, the only way that it would have escaped the car, it would have been probably through where you put the oil into the motor. But usually it's not a dipstick where you put it in; it's actually a sealed cap.
Sealed, yeah.
Well,
so
even the dipstick itself has a seal to it.
It has the rubber O-ring. You're right.
I work on cars all the time. I work on diesel motors with natural gas.
Oh yeah.
So,
well, wouldn't it
that's good hard work. I like doing the same thing. I'm a
even if the keys were in the ignition, how are they getting it to? How are they getting it to go in neutral if there's water in the system?
Car guy. I love working on cars.
I love cars.
It ceased the engine. Especially if her car was running long enough to hit that water, and from the hot and the cold.
The point that was made about it being somebody pushing the car off in the water or sending it off in the water, they float. They don't instantly sink even when they hit the water. So
they do when the windows are down.
If she was driving down the road,
how you doing, honey?
I don't know what the speed limit is there, but say it was even 40 miles an hour. She hit the water. Yeah, it's going to slow the car way down, but it's not going to sink instantly. It's going to float for a while and float out and have enough inertia to be able to flip over even.
Yep.
So, Tony, ask a question. What about all them kids looking at the opposite direction? Was they watching that car flip into the water?
That's what I was just going to say. I think that they were all looking at the water.
Were they watching that car?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and then when you look at the camera footage, if you look at the other side of the water, there's 4 people. One looks like Sammy. One looks like Maddie. I don't know who the tall dude is. I don't know if it's Nate. I don't know if it's Cody Zachariason. I don't know who it is. But that group of 4 people with their cell phones out, at the time frame that a car is going in the water, just...
That's a good question.
Suspicious.
Is there something more to this that we
exactly
are unaware of? You know, there's a lot of stuff to.
Well, there's a lot of people.
Yeah, what happened to Charlie? What happened to Charlie Holderman? Where's he at? He's one that's friends with all of them. He's the only deaf one that can read lips. He went to the press conferences.
I feel like the sheriff might have something to do with, like...
And it's crazy that right around the time that he got in a car accident, Sammy has all these fucking road rash marks all over her fucking sides of her face. Charlie Holderman. Yeah, where the fuck is he?
Something.
If you look, his Instagram's closed down. So that's weird. Like, it's really weird to me that a dude that owns a snowboard shop in Truckee would shut his business down. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if the car went into the water in neutral, you wouldn't have to change gears. That's my point.
Might have something to do with, like...
And then remember all the talk around it being stuck in neutral, and it's really weird that you have a tow truck guy that says the car was stuck in neutral. Makes you wonder, you know what I mean? If they're not trying to corroborate their stories while telling on each other. Because how would he know it's in neutral? How would the car, you know what I mean, float into the water? And how would they pull it out? It would all have to be in neutral, right?
Something along with this case.
Yet we fully have covered that a 2013 CRV will start while in neutral.
Because over the past 2 days, I have been in a Discord VC with quite a few people, and me and these 2 days, something sheriff might have something to do with, like, something along with this case.
Bro, how are you going to trust a dude that's up here in his mid-30s? His name is Roblox Gaming with a Roblox character. Okay, that's creepy as hell. What is this grown-ass man playing kid games for with little kids?
Over the past 2 days, I have been in a...
Sounds like a basement dweller. Okay, now, take note of Kiely's necklaces. Just pay very close attention to them, okay?
Discord VC with...
Now, look at this picture. The female in this picture has one necklace on. One, okay? It comes down from here, and it comes down from here. Because this girl is fast-paced, excited, walking. You can tell she's... Because her leg's bent here. She's mid-walk. So, her chain right here is the charm. What everybody thinks is a scratch is not a scratch. It's the necklace. There's one single necklace on this female. You know who else has one single necklace on in her very first interviews? Miss Sammy Smith.
Quite a few people, and me and
no nose piercing. Nope.
Like, we honestly think that the sheriff had something to do with all this.
The sheriff did something.
And that's another thing. That's why you don't see her ears. Her ears, like Kiely would usually have her hair all did up. You don't see her ears because the ears too would be a giveaway. I don't think these ears are very pierced. Same with this chest tattoo. There's no piercing in the nose. This is not Kiely.
With quite a few people, and me and these people, like, we honestly think that the sheriff had something to do with all this.
The sheriff did something minor.
Like we don't know what exactly the sheriff has to do with all this, but
his list
like
is annoying.
there's like charges that the sheriff has had against him, and the experience that the sheriff and the other people.
Sheriff Wayne Wu is a
in the
predator.
police department have.
He diddles with 16-year-olds. Admittingly.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like the sheriff could be involved somehow.
You could be possibly involved. There's always crooked cops out there. You got to watch for them.
Does who have bracelets?
Hey Tony, did you actually get that video that I sent you in the back chat?
I don't know. I'm just gonna do this for right now with you guys, and I'm gonna bring in some new. So I want to bring in some new panelists. I want to try to give everybody a shot to share their thoughts on it. And
I just wish the best for Kiely's family. So my condolences go out to them.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family. I mean, it's
bro. It took you 20 minutes of just this talking to finally say thoughts and prayers out to the family. Or
it's a very sad day, but at the same time, it's going to bring some closure. You know, I think
to what really happened.
Up.
Right. I think that.
Wait, you want to know why her up is up like that? Wait, say what?
That exactly.
Sorry, does not Kiely have any bracelets? We go back. Or where is it at? Oh, she has a look. It looks like she has an Apple Watch on. Actually, there's one watch on this wrist. That's it. No bracelets. Nope. Looks like an Apple Watch, actually. Right here. Looks like a watch of some sort. Y'all ever see any pictures with Kiely with a watch on? Because I haven't. I have not. That's definitely a watch, though. It's not a bracelet. Because here's a band, and here's the face of whatever it is. That's not anything Kiely had on her wrist. I don't know if it's a black band with... I'm going to have to look at some pictures of Sammy Smith and see.
And me and these people, like, we honestly think that the sheriff had something to do with all this.
The sheriff did sleep with a minor.
Oh, yeah, they definitely chose Tony for a specific reason. I think they had a little blackmail to dangle over him to make sure things went in the right direction as well. They knew he was a creeper. He admits to being a creeper.
Like, we don't know what exactly the sheriff has to do with all this, but, like, there's, like, charges that the sheriff has had against him, and the experience that the sheriff and the other people in the police department have, like, I don't know, like, I just feel like the sheriff could be involved somehow.
You could be possibly involved. There's always crooked cops out there. You got to watch for them.
Hey Tony, did you actually get that video that I sent you in the back chat?
I don't know. I'm just gonna do this for right now with you guys, and I'm gonna bring in some new.
Yeah, but I still don't think that that's Kiely in the picture. If that's somebody that's purchased alcohol from her neighbor's store, it would be Sammy. I think that's the reason why the Ennises aren't talking. They don't want to talk to nobody. I think because they know that's Sammy. And I think their blackmail on them is she has them for selling alcohol to her. That's my opinion.
And
I'm going to stick to it.
Me and these people, like, we honestly think that the sheriff
because it's not Kiely, that's why CB.
With all this.
And I have a feeling that somebody sold alcohol to a minor in this photograph. And this minor happens to not be Kiely.
The sheriff did sleep with a minor.
Like, we don't know what exactly.
Oh, no, it's reliable. Sure is. It's reliable. It proves that it's not.
Like,
it's not Kiely.
There's, like, charges that the sheriff has had against him. And the
it's their evidence
that the
they presented.
And the other people in the police department have, like,
Yeah, I was
I don't know.
really floored that
I just feel like the sheriff could
bought it
too
somehow.
You could be possibly involved. There's always crooked cops out there. You got to watch for them.
Hey Tony, did you actually get that?
Yeah, they should have drift away.
I sent you?
Look, there's a reason why with that place having 4 cameras, they only gave you a side picture of a screen of a still frame of an already poor quality security camera. They had to sell you that was Kiely when it's not. That's why they took a picture of a screen at an angle of a freeze frame of a surveillance camera from 4 cameras. That's what we got. That's why. Because there's a cover up going on here.
Back chat.
I don't know. I'm just gonna do.
Well, what you have to do, Angel, is you have to wait until all information comes out. So like once the CHP report is released, you can contact, you can flood the general attorney, which he's a really good general attorney. You can flood him with all the information, all the evidence. You can keep reaching out to the FBI, the Fed, Department of Justice. I highly recommend writing to Senate when Trump gets back in office, writing him. There's a lot of things you can actually do once CHP report is finalized. Chop, get on that. That's all I'm waiting for.
Do this for right now with you guys, and I'm gonna bring in some new. I want to bring in some new panelists. I want to get everybody, try to give everybody a shot to share their thoughts on it. And
I just wish the best for Kiely's family. So my condolences go out to them.
Yeah, I think a lot of the photos that were released were threats to keep people to shut up.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family. I mean, it's a very sad day, but at the same time, it's going to bring some closure.
I'm nauseous.
You know,
I think to what really happened.
Right. I think that exactly.
Well, that's the thing, Anna, is you're not going to be right with every single case.
The friends, there's no way she would have gone into water without somebody knowing that hearing the brush.
I'm glad she's covering other things, though, that she hasn't stopped or hasn't been discredited. I think if she had continued with Kiely, though, she'd have been discredited.
Of course, we couldn't get them to look at the video, but look, I'm going to show you.
All right, I'm down for it.
That I had come up.
Why don't we get to see a video? Why do we only get to see images, though? But I'll take it. Whatever.
Give me
my stomach hurts. Oh,
it's
Miss
crazy
G, I feel your
how
pain.
nobody wanted to look at these images at all. Period. They just did not want to see these images 4 days ago. I put them out, sent them to just about everybody.
Yeah, I think I have that article saved.
Nobody wanted to pay attention to
documented
it.
Somewhere.
Exact place where they found her car is exactly where these images are at. Just give me a second here and I'll pop these up for everybody to see. It's crazy. Takes a second here. Go through and so this is, give me 1 second.
No, I think this is that weird anomaly that looks like another car that's next to Kiely's car.
On here.
Hold on.
All right, let's see if we can bring this. Okay. We'll just kind of go through the images real fast so everybody can see them. So this is the area. Right here is
you better sell this to me, bro.
This is it. This is the area. And
he's going to show me the thing across the water.
I don't think it's going to let me change it, so I have to click on each one. This is Prosser Ranch. This is the Prosser Dam and the reserve, all that stuff. We started looking right there on the 7th.
This says 8/22 on your pictures, though, bro.
For the
8/22 is the date on these.
The 7th, everybody was kind of looking for these images. That is a car that's upside down.
No.
So
I'm not sold.
These are out of order.
You better zoom in and show me what you're looking at, bro. No, I want you to show me zoomed out. That's not a car upside down.
It's kind of grainy. It's kind of, these are sonar images, satellite sonar images. So
this says 8/22 though on the date.
4 days ago. It shows exactly.
See, look. He's across the water. I remember looking at this. This looks like someone's got a car stuck in there and it was towed out. And then the water filled up and the indent is still on the ground. I know exactly what this is.
Map with sonar.
I remember seeing this. See, look. You're saying this car is across the water. Yeah, this is the thing that everybody saw across the water. See, no, that it's not a car.
Nobody could see this. Nobody could find this. Police department with the
And if that is her car, then explain to me how it got from that part of the water across. But just explain that to me. How, if that is the car, if you claim that is the car, how the car with no current got from that part where Zanime pulled up, like where you're saying the car is where Zanime pulled up. And then her car winds up across the lake. It still sounds suspicious.
It's everything. They could not see this. There it is. It's a no-brainer. That's exactly where
I have these pictures that aren't this grainy, though.
Is that crazy?
I looked through satellite myself when I saw this. I remember seeing this.
There it is. There's your car.
But what I saw was
Kiely Rodni,
old ruts.
Her car was where we showed everybody, but nobody wanted to see it.
But it's across the water, bro.
People's platforms showing them, sending them the videos and images, and nobody wanted to cover this. It's crazy. So
I still don't want to cover it.
American,
that means the car was across the water.
And he listened to what I.
That's what I'm saying. That is from the other side. So if this is accurate information, how'd the car get to the other side then?
I had to say, but he didn't show it either. So
I'm showing
I'm just mind blown.
I have questions now.
We could have had her possibly out of the water 4 days ago if somebody would have paid attention. I even sent this to Adventures with Purpose. I tagged them in the video that I made on TikTok, everything.
I know I have this video somewhere. I know I have this documented with my own satellite images somewhere. All right, y'all. I'm done for the night. I'm feeling nauseous as shit. I'm going to hop off here. I might do something short tomorrow. I might not. But if not, I will definitely be here Friday. I'm not trying to make people lost. All I'm saying is if that is actual document of a car prior to her car being found, that only just further states that the car was moved. But I'll look into it more. I'll look what I have documented, all the satellite stuff that I have, and we'll commence with this. Yes, have an excellent night, y'all. Please get some sleepy sleeps, get well rested. Those that are on the southern hemisphere, have yourself a most excellent day. Be productive. Otherwise, everybody have a great night. I love y'all so much. God bless. Justice for Kiely.